Oh my. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, oh yes, Carrot, you look very beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yes, wash that fur. Oh yeah, wash that fur, Carrot. Oh, you rabbit, you rabbit female minks need to stay clean and good shape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, wash that fur. Oh, look, I know what this looks like. I know what this looks like, but I swear to you, all right, I was not peeping on Carrot taking a bath. All right, I was not doing that. I swear to you, I was not. The no, these are not binoculars. All right, they're my new sunglasses. Yes, sunglasses. My new sunglasses. That's what they are. All right, those are sunglasses. Okay, don't tell Carrot, or better yet, don't tell Nami. Please don't. Uh, you know what? Since you're here, how about we just have a conversation about Carrot? All right, I was you know what? Since I mentioned Carrot, why not just talk about Carrot? Not the vegetables, but the adorable rabbit mink that a lot of people who are big Carrot fans want to join the crew. And I know I'm one of those kind of people. Like I like Carrot a lot, and I want her to join the Straw Hat crew. So Carrot for Straw Hat all the way. Yes. So let's get into the confines of what we can call this video. So how about where is Carrot now, and where will Carrot go? So the way we can look at this is like let's sort of talk about like where is Carrot now, like what could she be doing like right now, but also think about like where she could actually go, like where will Carrot go. Now I should probably lead into this. So we'll basically start with this. So we all know how Carrot's story and journey necessarily began. It's like that. We first meet her on when the remaining Straw Hats that had came to meet the other Straw Hats, such as Nami, Chopper, Brook, and Sanji, with the others who had just arrived. That being Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Frankie, Robin. So I think I got everyone. Yeah, so they had all arrived on Zo to meet up with the other Straw Hats, and they met the Mink tribes and stuff like that. That is where they met Carrot. And then they had the whole Sanji retrieval team, with Carrot joining joining the Sanji retrieval team to go to Whole Cake Island in order to help bring Sanji back. Carrot was also a big help in that situation. So, and matter of fact, even then, after the whole escape from Big Mom's Whole Cake Island and stuff like that, escape from Whole Cake Island, she was a big help in the Straw Hats, especially with Nami, Jinbei, Chopper, Brook in that situation, helping to keep off Daifuku's fleet. So she even used her Sunlong abilities to go up against Daifuku in order to keep his fleets off their tail. Unfortunately, it was also a sad moment in that case because Carrot lost a very important figure. Well, as a matter of fact, he's a very important figure to all Minks in general, but for Carrot, it was really emotional in that sense. So, Carrot losing Pedro was very emotional. So, she felt like she really needed to do something at that moment to not only honor Pedro, but to honor the other Straw Hats to let them escape. So, and she really did her best in that situation. Now, we still continue on with Carrot, and she remained with the Straw Hats, and she still remained like a prominent figure during the first beginning of Wano. She wasn't like a really big, huge character, but she still remained a prominent side figure, or where we still got to see her on pretty good occasion and things like that. And during when we went to the Onigashima and stuff like that, where we entered Onigashima, where we started going to like the final battle rounds and stuff like that, where the Straw Hats and everyone went to go fight off against the Beast Pirates at their turf. Earth. Carrot was one of the many Minks that actually got to sail with Straw Hats to Onigashima. So Carrot was actually the one who actually sailed with Straw Hats. So she didn't actually sail with most of the other Minks and like that on their ship, but she actually sailed with the Straw Hats to Onigashima themselves, and she remained in sort of the prominent gang with the Straw Hats altogether into Onigashima's entranceway and stuff like that, until all the Straw Hats disbanded and stuff like that. So Carrot still remained with Nami for a while. Her and Big Mom were captured and stuff like that, and then after they managed to escape and take care of anything, Nami went her own way, and then Carrot went her own way, where she basically reunited with Wanda, and her and Wanda had some battle outs, and soon eventually her and Wanda had come across Perospero, and then Carrot decided to take this chance to try and avenge Pedro for what Perospero did, but unfortunately her and Wanda had lost their fight against Perospero. So but yeah, so to me that was a very emotional thing. I know a lot of people say that it was like Carrot should have won and like that, but I feel like it was really a good choice for Carrot to lose. And like, don't get me wrong, like I would have been okay with Carrot winning. It would have been no problem for me. But the thing is that I feel like it gives her more chance for a character to grow and stuff like that. Is that I feel like if we give her this opportunity to lose that fight, then maybe you can see her as a chance to like I need to get stronger. I need to become stronger than I've never gotten before. This is why I think it could be possible. Well, why she could probably ask Luffy in the Straw Hats, hey, can I come with you guys so I can learn to get stronger just like you guys did? I want to get as strong as you guys have gotten, and I can see that as a good choice, and it really could be. Now, lucky for Carrot and Wanda, Nekomamushi, basically, as Cat Viper, he managed to step in and managed to managed to fight off with Perospero and stuff like that. And then, luckily the fight did drag on and stuff like that. But Nekomamushi basically managed to win the fight, and Carrot was very grateful for that. So Carrot was very grateful for Nekomamushi for winning the fight and stuff like that. And then every once in a while, and one panels like that, we got to see one small shot of Carrot, or just to get a quick update on her, like what's going on with her and stuff like that. The last time we actually got to see Carrot is in 1043. This would have been the chapter when Nekomamushi and Carrot were heading back into Onigashima Skull Dome when there was trouble brewing. This would have been the same chapter where after Luffy was knocked unconscious and stuff like that, or like he was presumed to be dead, and Kaido came down in his dragon form and was causing a lot of destruction, and that was the same chapter where Nami basically yelled at Kaido and called him a liar for saying that Luffy's dead. Nami refusing to believe that Luffy's dead. That would have been the same chapter where we got to see Carrot again, but we only got to see her from the back. So so that was the last time I actually got to see Carrot. Now, unfortunately, in the last chapter, 1050, Carrot was not alongside Nekomamushi. So we got to see Nekomamushi at the top of Onigashima Skull Dome, where he basically announced to everyone that the fight was over, that Luffy won the fight, Kaido is down. We did not see Carrot with him at all, so it's really questionable to ask, like, where did Carrot go? We can probably assume some things, and they can all be right answers. Like, none of them, like, to be honest, like, these answers, none of them can be necessarily wrong. I mean, they can be wrong, but it's not like they're bad answers to where none of them could be wrong when all of them could be right. It's just like figuring out which one is right compared to which one is wrong, and that's a bit of a hard thing to go over. Okay, so I led up to the whole Carrot situation and how everything goes. So let's talk about like where is Carrot now, and then we'll go into where will Carrot go. So basically, we'll be talking about like where's Carrot now, like what is she actually doing at this moment. We do have some general thoughts and ideas. So one idea we can probably think of, like where's Carrot now, is that we can probably assume that she probably went to go help out any other Minks or anyone else who might need help and stuff like that. We can probably assume that that's probably one good idea. Who knows? Maybe actually that would probably be the best idea, to assume like where she is now. Now, one thing I'd like to mention, and it's like that, very importantly, is that I know, like, it's been a while since we got, like, a really good shot of Carrot and, like, a really big moment with Carrot. It's been a while. It's been a really long time, while since we actually got to see a good moment from Carrot and stuff like that. So I really hope that we do get another big moment with Carrot, a really good dynamic and emotional moment with Carrot and stuff like that. So most likely, I'm going to assume, like, where's Carrot now? She's probably looking for help, trying to help out anyone who might need some help, helping out any ally that might need help, giving support and stuff like that. That could be one possibility. And who knows? Like maybe there could be pretty much any other situation. Or who knows? Maybe Carrot and maybe, who knows? Maybe this is a possibility, right? Maybe Carrot and Nekomamushi, or not Nekomamushi, but maybe Carrot decided, hey, I want to sail with Strides again. So maybe she snuck off Onigashima and went down to the Sunny ship, and she's going to sneak aboard the Sunny ship, and then and she's going to remain there until the Strides leave, and then they sail off, and all of a sudden Carrot jumps out of nowhere, surprising them, and say, "I'm here, surprise!" and shocking everybody and making Carrot fans happy. Yay! And I don't have a problem with that. If that's what happens, that's what happens. Okay, so let's talk about where will Carrot go. So there are two possibilities from where Carrot could go. Okay, she can always go back to Zoe, or she can go with Strike Crew. Now, this is sort of a mixed division, because there are a lot of people out there who don't want Carrot to join the Strike Crew, and then there are people out there who do want to join the Strike Crew. Now, in my personal opinion, I've said this before, is that I'm okay with Oda telling a story however he wants, okay? So if Oda doesn't feel like Carrot needs to join the crew, if that's not what's going to happen, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Will it be disappointing? Will it be upset? Yes, it will. It will. And the only reason I want Carrot to join the crew is not just because I like her as a character. She's a great character. I like her a lot. But I also like the other Straw Hats. I like any other character that Oda creates to help dynamic his story in the way it makes helps make the story move along that he feels interested in. I feel like that's very important to go over. The thing about Carrot is that I like her as a character or because not only does it feel like she's a character or that has so much to give us, but she also has so much that she can learn for herself. And I feel like that's really dynamic and really a great opportunity to go over. So in my personal opinion, I figure like, and I can think of it like Carrot like would desire to get stronger and like that to basically learn things. So take for instance, and it's like Carrot probably felt bad when Pedro died because keep in mind Pedro had told Carrot, right, you got to keep moving forward no matter what, right? And he even told her back in her younger days when Pedro was training Carrot, he basically told her it doesn't matter how you do it, just keep getting stronger and like that. And you can take this as face value is that, you can probably think, okay, so should Carrot choose to go back to Zoe and train with the other Minks like she's been training all her life, or does she choose to go with the Straw Hats and face challenges and enemies that she's never faced before and take her challenges to new heights? Because let's face it, like take for instance Luffy. If Luffy had never set out on his journey to become a pirate or to become king of the pirates, if he just remained on Fuchsia Village all his life and never once left, then he probably never would have learned hockey. He probably never would have faced those challenges, and he probably never would have met the Straw Hats if he never went on that journey to begin with. It was all because of that decision, all because of the choices that you make. And sure, it's not a bad decision if Carrot wants to go back to Zoe, because she had left Zoe before and went to Whole Cake Island. And so who knows? Maybe the Carrot that was enough. Maybe Carrot's thinking, okay, I got to see the world, but I'm not ready to face the challenges ahead. I just want to go back home. I want to be with my family and friends that I grew up with. And that's not a bad decision. That's a great decision. It's a very emotional one, and it's a very sad one as well. But it's a good decision, and it's a decision that Carrot needs to make, and it always comes down to that. So. And it really comes down to that. But I'm really hoping that Carrot will join the crew and stuff like that. And I feel like it could be a great opportunity for her. Now, the thing of it is that, Carrot joining the Strike crew and stuff like that, she can be really helpful. Like, she's a character who a lot of people say, like, she has no quality, she's done nothing, she's just a lazy character. It's like, how can you say that? I mean, sure, she's not top notch, she's like Luffy or Zoro or Sanji, but she's a child, but she's playful, she's not like child, but, she's playful, she gets along well with the crew. She has her own good strengths. I'm sure she has some of her own weaknesses, but she's also helpful in this situation. Like, she likes helping out the Straw Hats. She, even when Sanji was captured and like that, she felt grateful for all the Straw Hats for what they'd done, and she wanted to show her support and help them out as much as possible. Even though she knew that they'd be facing dangerous situations, but she really wanted to go on that journey. And even when Pedro had lost his life and stuff like that, the Straw Hats knew the pain and suffering that Carrot was going through when she experienced that, especially when most of the Straw Hats at that time, they had all experienced something like this as well, where they all experienced someone they cared about, someone that they loved or admired or treasured all their life, was basically taken from that, and whatever the situation was it like murder, meaningful death, but the fact that they had to watch someone die before their eyes, they all understood what Carrot was going through in that moment, so they really treated her as not just someone who was just traveling with them, but they treated her as a member. They treated her as a friend, as someone who needed someone to comfort her. So in that situation, you can see it as Carrot was already like a good member of the crew. She was something to really look forward to, something really emotional to go over, and somewhere you can really take dreams upon itself. So overall, all like no choices in what Carrot decides to do. Like going back to Zoe and being with her friends and family, like, it's not a bad decision, and because it's a good decision. It's a decision, and it's a right decision. Carrot choosing to go with the Strike crew to learn to get stronger, or to basically face challenges that she's never learned before. Or Pedro went out there and became a pirate as well. And sure, he probably stopped after his defeat with Big Mom and stuff like that, or like the challenges they faced on that. But he did become a well-known person. Even Nekomamushi and Inarashi went out there and became pirates as well. Well, they sailed on ships. So maybe Carrot's thinking after watching the fight with Nekomamushi, she's probably thinking to myself, like, these Pedro and Nekomamushi and Inarashi, they probably got stronger not just because they remain on Zoe. Because keep in mind, think about it, if Carrot and Minks just remain on Zoe, they're only limited to what you learn on, like, you're only limiting yourself to how much you can really learn as well. It kind of reminds me of this one line in an episode of Smallville. I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but I'm just going to mention here. I don't remember which one it was. It was an episode with Justin Hartley's character, the Green Arrow. It was that one episode where I believe where an old mentor of Green Arrow. I'm forgetting Green Arrow's real name for some reason, but it was that one episode where he had that old mentor who basically came out of nowhere, and then Tom Welling's character Clark Kent had basically mentioned, and he's basically stated that that Green Arrow never actually stated where he actually honed his skills, but he also said that that there's only so much that you can teach yourself on an island. So so that's basically what I'm trying to get at is that for the Minks, there's probably so much that they can learn upon their abilities these when facing just each other for challenges and training. For like their suit lines like that, because like think about it, like if they're just like the Minks, like sure there are two division sizes of Minks, but the Minks are like natural enemies that are going to war with each other and stuff like that. Like sure, or they have their differences, they have their own sides to choose from. But all Minks are like a family and stuff like that, so they're not out there like slaughtering the other Minks and stuff like that. Sure, they have their own challenges and the rivals, but they keep it at a good link. They keep it at a good friendship. Yep. And with the Minks and stuff like that, like they're limiting their they're just limiting their Sulong's training to just training alone and never to challenges to face. So that's probably why in some cases while the Minks Sulong was powerful and it helped out in many situations facing the Beast Pirates, but the thing is that none of them actually had any control role. Like sure, they learned to control the Sulong forms, but they basically lacked real training and when facing actual challenges ahead. Most of the Minks had probably never really faced anyone out there to really face their Sulong form. They probably think like their Sulong form gives them a big boost and helps them out, and that was probably good enough, and it was probably good possible. But in the end, they probably never faced anyone who can like really challenge it to really prove that their training was worth it. So who knows? Maybe Carrie can actually take this training to a newer level and go out there and stay with the Straw Crew and basically learn new things about our Sulong form to take it to a whole new level. So in my opinion, both choices are good decisions, and none of them are bad decisions. So Carrot going back to Zoe, like you can understand that's a good decision and it could be a right decision. And Carrot choosing to go with Straw Crew in order to get stronger, or just like Pedro and Nekomamushi and Rashi did it, and continue helping out the Straw Hats and trying to honor Pedro's will. Like he wanted to help the Straw Hats bring the dawn, and maybe Carrot will probably think I want to help Pedro to bring the dawn as well. And like her dream could probably evolve to not just seeing the world, but maybe it could evolve to necessarily Carrot wanting to help bring the dawn to the world, to help Luffy bring the dawn on us like that. So who knows? Maybe this is only the beginning of the dawn coming, and the dawn does not come until we get to Laugh Tale. And maybe Carrot will probably thinking like, I need to help Luffy bring the dawn on, and I want to be a big support of that. So I think that it could be a really emotional thing, and I think it's a very honorable thing as well. So I have no doubt in my mind about that. Now, one thing I would like to mention, I feel like this is very important for everyone. But as I mentioned before, we barely got to see any good moments of Carrot. So it's been a while since we got like a really good emotional sense of Carrot. So it has been a while. But one thing I'd like to mention, it does feel like we're getting close to the end game. Not like the end game of the One Piece story, but I mean we're like in the previous chapter or last chapter, 1050. Luffy had finally managed to defeat Kaido. So Kaido is basically knocked out from what it seems like. He has been declared the winner, and it seems like we could be getting very close and possible to the Straw Hats leaving Wano and stuff like that. Now, it might still be a couple of chapters off before they necessarily leave Wano exactly, but it does seem like we are going to be leaving Wano pretty soon. How soon, when, we don't know, but we're probably getting close to that. But I would like to mention, and is that if we do leave Wano, I'm going to be very disappointed and pretty sad if we left Wano and we never got a goodbye from Carrot. Because imagine how sad that would be if we just don't get a goodbye from Carrot. Like just imagine if Carrot doesn't appear in any chapter at all, or Carrot just appears like in a background chapter, or just like on the side just waving goodbye, and like she barely says anything, or we don't get any moment with her, nothing like really satisfying, nothing heartwarming, something emotional. Like to me that would be very devastating, very sad. So overall, if Carrot does decide to go back to Zeppo, then we need to get a goodbye for her. We need to get like a really emotional goodbye, something that would really shatter the heartfelt people, Carrot fans out there, to say, hey, like we will miss you, Carrot, and we will still be a big supporter of you. We will always think of you as a member of the Strike Crew and stuff like that. And who knows? Maybe Carrot can be considered an honorary member, even if she's not a member as well. So that can always be a possibility. But overall, I'm holding out hope to never give up a chance that Carrot could actually join the crew. And how it is, like whether she asks Luffy or whether or not Luffy just asks her directly, hey, do you want to join the crew? Or maybe Carrot sneaks aboard. Who knows? And like a lot of people bring up so many situations and state that Luffy. You can't join the crew unless Luffy asks you. Is like, I don't think that's necessarily how it works, because sure, like let's look at it this way. It's not always about like necessarily asking. Like Zoro and most of the other beginning tries were very simple because like Luffy was just like starting out. Like Luffy was just starting out his crew, so he really needed to ask someone that he felt like worthy and stuff like that. But then there were some characters where Luffy wasn't necessarily like, going to them directly, but it was more of like Luffy needed someone for that situation. Like take for instance, Frankie is a shipwright and stuff like that. The Going Merry had suffered a lot of damage and stuff like that, and Usopp, like he knew some things about fixing his ship, but he didn't necessarily know as much as he needed to. So they really needed to find a shipwright, right? So and then Frankie, sure the Straw had their challenges for Frankie at first, but Frankie proved that he was really a good person and he was on their side, and he even helped them at Annie's lobby to help rescue Robin and stuff like that. So Frankie was a big help in that situation. And then when Frankie got his own bounty as well, his family felt it would be bad for him if he stayed there. So they had asked the Strides to let Frankie go with them. And Luffy, I feel like he really respected Frankie so much that he gave him a chance to join the crew as well. So it's true that Luffy asked people to join the crew, but to me it's not necessarily a bad thing if someone asked Luffy if he join the crew as well. So to me, I can see that's a good possibility, and it could be a really emotional one as well. So overall, I think both choices could be good. So whether or not Carrot goes back to Zoe, or whether or not she goes to the Straw Crew, both are good answers, and both could be great answers. So I have no doubt about that. Since we're talking about Carrot, this deserves a celebration. Oh, I know. Don't tell Carrot, and please do not tell Carrot. But I'm going to sneak in and get some of her personal carrots that she keeps in the fridge. So if you guys just hold on a minute, and it's like that, I'm gonna borrow some of Carrot's delicious carrots. It's a good thing that Carrot is a girl rabbit mink, because if she was a male rabbit mink, saying carrots, that would be wrong on so many levels. Yeah, so wrong. All right, so just hold on a minute. Delicious carrots. Carrots are very good for you. They're really delicious. So, bottoms up. So good. Your carrots are delicious. Carrot? No. Carrot, look, I swear to you, this is what it looks like. No, please. Okay. Note to self. Do not eat carrots. That still sounds wrong on so many levels. Alright. Well, that's it. That's all for the video. Not much to go over. Actually, it's probably enough, but still. Hey, thank you for joining me for this Carrot video and stuff like that. We are getting closer to the end game of Carrot's journey and stuff like that to join the Strike Crew and stuff like that, or whether or not I should go back to Zoe or join the Strike Crew. Feels like we're really close to that, so I wanted to make this video to give my final thoughts. So yeah. Hey, thank you so much for joining me on this video, for watching it. Hey, if you like the video and stuff like that, feel free to smash that like button, especially if you're a big fan of Carrot, especially if you like Carrot and you just like watching Carrot videos, then you should smash every video that has Carrot video in it. It doesn't matter, alright? You should always smash the like button on any Carrot video, especially if you're a Carrot fan, alright? It only makes sense, people. Come on, it makes sense. And then feel free to subscribe to the channel, alright? It helps my channel grow and shows the YouTube algorithm that people enjoy my videos, and that it's giving me more confidence to keep making these videos out in order to get them boosted up even more. I want my channel to grow, and I want people to enjoy and like as much as possible. Also hit the notification bell, that way you can be updated on any videos I come out in the future with. So there's that. Also, if you have your own thoughts and ideas on Carrot and stuff like that, anything you want to add, please feel free to put it in the comment section below, right? Your choices, your matters, your decisions are always important, no matter what, all right? And then you can follow me on Twitter if you need to. So overall, that's it. So you all have a great day. Bye now.